Hi, and welcome to Female Entrepreneurs Magazine, your go to platform for ambitious women who are ready to take the business world by storm. I'm your host, Angel France, and each week we'll dive into the latest strategies, stories, and success secrets from the most inspiring female entrepreneurs around the world. Welcome to the Real Female Entrepreneurs. Today's guest is an incredible number one best-selling author, speaker, and book coach who has been featured on CBS, NBC, and Fox News. With over 9 years of expertise, Janine helps authors achieve best-selling status, and all of you who are writing books need that, and secure national media coverage through her celebrated Book Publishing Academy. Again, another thing we all need to know about. A domestic violence survivor and advocate, she inspires resilience and hope. Help me welcome the unstoppable Janine Henderson. Welcome, Janine. I'm so excited to have you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Oh my God. So, where exactly do you live around? If you don't mind me asking,
I
I like
am,
knowing where my people are from.
yes, I'm in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and it's
Oh,
hot here.
hot. Well, I'm outside of the New Orleans area, and I can tell you right now, we're a little hot, but we're more springy, but we're supposed to be getting down into the 30s again. Go figure.
Yeah. So yeah,
Mhm. Crazy weather these days. So, Janine,
exactly.
what exactly inspired you to become the amazing entrepreneur that you are today, if you don't mind?
Mm, I've always had a passion for writing books and writing in general, writing poetry, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was in corporate America doing HR management, and they wanted me to become a director of HR and take the certifications and do all the trainings, and I had zero desire. So I had to sit with myself of like, why? Why don't you want to do it? Most people want to grow with the company, and I didn't. And so I had to come to the decision that what makes me happy every day is books. So within 6 months, I left corporate America and I started to do my full-time author stuff.
Well, thank you for answering that because I love the fact there's always a defining moment in our career that does a flip that gets you on this path. I
Mhm.
think that's amazing. How long ago was your number one best-selling book?
I have two or three. My first one was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I don't even know. Probably 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah.
And tell me about the books that you write about, if you don't mind.
So I write about poetry. I do have some children's books that are more about like spirituality and mindfulness. And then I do like self-help. I talk about my life, like things that I've gone through. So a little bit of memoirs in there as well.
And what about your book publishing academy? Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, so basically, it's an online academy that teaches you how to fully write, publish, and launch your books. And then we also teach them the media, the branding, the sales, like how to, market their book and sell their book and get on the news and all of that stuff. So it's like a one-stop shop for everything so that they can have a successful author business. And then I do group coaching with them. So I answer questions, I offer support, I'm there to guide them as they publish.
Yeah, publishing is something I think scares a lot of people, and the fact that, I mean, you quit corporate America to do it is amazing.
Yeah. I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to do that and that I can do it every day. Wake up every day and do it.
I know, isn't that fabulous? Not everybody, gets to wake up and do the passion and the love and what's in their heart every single day, and, as entrepreneurs, we do,
Yeah.
The other key is how do we take the things we don't like about the business and delegate it? Are you good at that? I suffer at that because I wanna have control a little bit.
I had a lot of control issues for a very long time, but I think now I'm learning that the more that I delegate things, the more results we get. So I have become a little better with it, and I have a team that helps me with certain things that just are not in my bandwidth. So I've been learning to let go.
Yeah. So I have this, I've been using I taught a time management course this past week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And what I actually was doing is the Eisenhower matrix. Have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm, no.
It's really cool. So Dwight Eisenhower started it, and Steve Jobs, yeah, Steve Jobs. It's in the Habits of Seven, whatever. I'm saying it all wrong. We'll get it right. So anyway,
Mhm.
so inside of there, they actually teach the Eisenhower matrix. So what you do is you put urgent, not urgent. So you break it up in 4 quadrants: urgent, not urgent; important, not important. So basically, it's like at the bottom, it's delegate or delete or do later. So
Oh yeah,
basically,
I've
that
done
shouldn't
that.
even be there. And up above it is um like schedule on this side, and this is must do today. Like it's the to
Yeah.
do, got to do. And I loved it. And it was like, okay, I'm having so much fun with that. I'm like, okay, delegate. Now I need to find somebody to delegate to.
Yeah, no, I think I have done that before, and that really did help.
Yeah. So yeah.
Mhm.
So all right. So how do you balance talking about delegation and moving things through? How do you balance the demands of running a business and family life and personal life?
Oh, sorry. My son's a little older now, so he is working and he goes to school full time and has soccer and he goes to concerts. So he's pretty busy. So I actually have a lot of time on my hands right now to work on my business and hobbies and things like that. When he was younger, I would have to find ways to make it all happen. I would have to go pick him up, drop him off. We do split parenting, and so the dynamic was a little different. But now that he's older and he can drive himself too, it makes all the difference. So I'm very grateful. I do have a little bit more time right now to work on my business.
And do you time block, or do you balance, or do you just get up and you start working, or do you have a
Oh no,
schedule?
I time block. I have my calendar is full and color coded, and then I have to-do lists, and then I have like a second to-do list. So I think I do a little bit of everything, but I have a very structured like day. Like I know exactly what I'm doing, what I need to accomplish, what I need to delegate, and then yeah.
Yeah, so I found the most amazing to-do list too, just so you know, because I used to, like, have index cards everywhere, and they were crazy, and so I found an app. It's called the to-do list. It's pink and blue, like little check
Mhm.
marks, and it's on Android and Apple, and oh my god, it is amazing because you can subtitle in it. Because Google just made my calendar go crazy.
Mhm. And I find that I need all of them. Like I need my Google. I do have a app too that has a to-do list, and then I need a paper one. It's like I think it's a little bit of ADHD. Like I need all of it to keep me on track. Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we can admit that we have a little OCD and control
Little
fact
OCD.
going on.
Yeah.
All right. What advice do you have for other women who are like you were, like woke up one morning and had this proposal dropped in their lap and said, "Oh," and you're like, gut in your gut, you're like, "No, I don't want to do that. I don't
I
want to
say
move up
no.
to corporate." You say no?
I just I've learned to say no to things that I don't want to do. If it doesn't align with me, I will not do it. Um, whether it be corporate worlds or in my business. I've just I don't want to do anything that doesn't make me happy.
Very good. That's perfect. I'm gonna write that across something and say, "Don't do it if it does not make me happy." All
Yeah.
right. So what about, if they're thinking about starting a business and they know that deep down what they're doing doesn't fit and align with them. What suggestions do you have for them?
I always tell people, like, go back to think about when you were younger. What did you want to do when you were younger? Because like for me, I found that when I was little, when I was 9, I would always talk about wanting to be an author. I always wanted to write a book. I always wanted to do this. So I always tell people, tap into that inner child and ask yourself, write down what are the things that you wanted to do when you grew up, right? Because sometimes life takes us on different paths, and really we need to go back to that, like explore that. And even if that's not what you want to do, go try it though. Like, did you want to be a ballet person? Go dance ballet. Did you want to go be a fireman? Go to the fire station and check it out. Like, start to explore, and you'll find it.
I love it. Yeah, no, actually dance is my jam. I love dancing. It's my jam.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
gonna
call
start
every
taking some dance
wait, what?
lessons soon. I'm gonna
Wait,
start
what?
taking dance lessons soon.
Oh, what kind?
I probably salsa dancing.
Love salsa. It's so much
Yeah.
fun. It's so
Yeah.
much fun. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think I wanna do competition swing for fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That would
it's
be
just
cool.
my husband's not a big dancer, and he's like, "And who are you gonna have as a partner?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." All right.
Mm.
What advice do you have for the women? Because I mean, be honest, as entrepreneurs, we struggle sometimes. What advice do you have for them if they're struggling a little bit and they just need to get over a hump?
Mm. I mean, it really depends on what type of struggle they have or what hump they need to get over, but I would say give yourself grace. And honestly, like, don't force yourself to do anything that you're not ready to do. If you need to take a break, process what you're feeling, and then move forward, because the work will be there regardless, today or tomorrow. Don't burn yourself out trying to figure it all out. You know what I mean? Take a break, breathe, and then move forward. Yeah.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right. What about knowing what you've learned so far in business? What would you go back and tell your 18-year-old self?
Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect. I waited 17 years to publish my book because I wanted it to be perfect. And even starting my business, I it took me a while because I wanted professional videos and all the things, and my mentor was like, just do it on your iPhone and fix it later. Like, just go, and had I not listened to her, I wouldn't have done what I've done so far. So it doesn't have to be perfect. That would be what I would tell an 18-year-old.
Yeah, true. All right. What about is one key that has helped you scale your business that maybe people said, "Oh no, that's not going to work," but you did it anyway?
Being vulnerable, raw, open, has really helped. I feel like people will buy from you if they trust you. And the way that they will trust you is if you share and you are open with them, especially in book publishing when you're sharing stories. So that's why I do it.
Very good. And storytelling is the key to everything. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah. Like, yeah, if you could just say, "Hey, buy this book," or you could say, "Hey, I went through this, and this is what happened to me, and I'm sure somebody can relate to this." Like, when you storytell, it's so different. So, yeah.
It really is. And I always go back to, you know, how did in the old school, even the Bible, what did they do? They used stories to tell, anything that's happening or that happened just because that is what grasped people's attention is storytelling.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
so true.
And even with selling, let's take the best salespeople out there. What do? They storytell.
You storytell.
What about your teachers that you would go back in their classroom today, even in grammar school? They were storytellers.
Storytelling. Yeah.
Mhm. Every time. All
Yep.
right. Can you share any future plans or goals that you have for your business or personally?
Yes. So, I've always had a vision of going into the prison systems and helping incarcerated people to publish their books. and we're gonna get the opportunity to do that this year. So I'm super excited. It's been on the vision board for like 3 years. So yeah.
Oh my God, they have amazing stories too.
Oh yeah. So
It's not
yeah, I'm
all what
excited.
you think about. I mean, because I mean, the same thing that happened to you could happen to somebody else, but they took a different road.
Yeah. And they transform in there too. A lot of them do. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm excited.
Oh my God, that is gonna be so amazing. So, it's
Yeah.
gonna be in your local area that you're going to do this in?
Yeah, we're starting here and then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna transform. I mean, you're just gonna be able to go around the whole world probably and do that. That is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's the goal.
All right. If you had a superpower for just one day, 24 hours, what would it be?
Mm, to fly. To fly.
And when you flew, what would you do?
I don't know. I like birds. So I think I would want to just hang out with them all day. Yeah,
I
I
like
think it's
birds
really
too.
cool.
I used to
Yeah.
I used to have a kitchen and it was nothing but birds all around the top of them.
Yeah, I love like they just sing and it's so beautiful and they're free. So
It's that
mhm.
freedom, huh?
Mhm.
It's that freedom they have. All right.
Yep.
What's one fact about you that not a lot of people know about? Are you willing to share?
I think people know, I don't know. I was gonna say classic rock. People look at me and they're like, "You like?" I am obsessed with classic rock. I love 80s music, anything rock. Lenny Kravitz's Journey, all of it. So yeah.
I would not have expected that.
See, yeah, and a lot of people tell me that they're like, "You," and like I'll go to rock like 80s rock concerts and I'm like the youngest one there and people are like, "What are you doing here?" I know all the songs.
So I just saw something that Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks are
Yeah.
coming to New Orleans to for a duo, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Billy Joel live. He's amazing.
He's a great entertainer.
He is, yeah. You're gonna like it if you go, yeah.
I probably won't go. I'm not a big concert girl. And everybody's like, "You're not a concert girl?" I'm like, "No, but you like to have fun." Yeah. All right.
Um,
What is a favorite book you have or books?
one of my favorites is A Happy Pocket Full of Money, and it talks about the energy of money and the energy of attracting abundance in your life. I would say that's one of my favorites that I've read a couple times. Yeah.
Do you mind sharing your books that you have?
Yeah, so let's see. I don't have them here, but Feathers in the Sky, it's a children's book. I have The Soul in Me Sees the Soul in You, which is a children's book. I also have Calling Forth the Waves, which is my most recent one. Yeah, I have like 9 books. I have a lot of books.
I love that. That's perfect.
Mhm.
That is
Mhm.
perfect. All right, what about a favorite song since we already know you're a rock star? What are some of your favorite songs?
Mm. My favorites, I have a lot, but I would say my favorite is obviously "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey. All of the Journey songs are my favorite. Yeah.
That is cute. All right, what
Mhm.
about a quote? Do you have a favorite quote or a few?
My favorite quote is, "If you don't ask, the answer is always no."
Ooh,
Because a lot of times we're afraid to even ask, and because we're afraid that someone's going to say no or they're not going to want to do what you want to do. And it's like, well, if you never ask, it'll always be no. So you might as well ask, take a chance.
asking is the key. And who
Yeah.
knows, if they say no, oh well,
Yeah.
no big deal. What does no
Yeah.
mean, really? Let's take no and break it down. It says, "Not right now."
Not right
That's
now.
what no
Yeah. That's what
means.
I learned in sales is no just means not right now. So just ask later.
Ask it later. Who cares? I don't care if it's
Yeah.
10 minutes later. Think of yourself as like a 2 or 3-year-old. They are relentless.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna break you at some point.
Yeah. They get what they want eventually. So,
All right. How do you stay motivated?
Honestly, I don't even think I need that. Like, I think I just wake up every morning excited about what I'm doing, that I don't need like a extra motivation to get me going. Does that make sense? Like, I'm just in full alignment of what I'm supposed to be doing.
The fact that you are doing what you were called to do and that it's your passion and you know what you're going to do the next day because you're organized just makes it all just click.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier.
So, and I mean,
Mhm.
I find that people, let's just bring this up because this is where what we're talking about. I find that people who are butting their heads up against the wall sometimes, or maybe need to adjust because maybe they're on the right path, but they have to do a little adjusting on that path at that time.
Yeah. I was talking about this with my friend earlier of like our vision, like where we're going is always adjusting, you know? It's never always just set in stone. So the path will always adjust. It'll change with time, you know?
It does change. Things get added, things get removed, and but it's still in the same path. You know, you
Yeah.
have to go through what you have to go through to be able to get to that next step where you're called to be.
Yeah. I always heard the quote, champions adjust. You just adjust.
Just adjust.
Yeah.
All right. What is the best way for our audience to connect with you?
The best way to connect with me personally is Instagram. It's Book Publishing Academy or Janine Hernandez _ or you could go on my website, bookpublishingacademy.org.
Okay. All right. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to talk to the female entrepreneurs about today?
I think that's all. Thank you so much for having me. I truly, truly appreciate you.
Thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.